AITAH for threatening to divorce my wife if she doesn't change our infant daughter's name to one we agreed on. My wife, 32, and I 31 met at an anime convention at university, and started dating a few years later. It's always been part of our story and relationship, both being nerds and everything. We have been married for 6 years now. We have been trying for a baby now that we have bought a house. We made 2 lists of names while trying, since we had a bit of a hard time. She very badly wanted to name our child something that would reference a fandom we like, and I agreed it would be very cute, but I told her it'd be better if the reference was subtle. I told her I did not want our child to have a name that was too obviously tied to a fandom or character. She said she understood. She got pregnant, and we each chose a top contender from our lists. However, when we found out the baby was a girl, she became fixated on naming our daughter Vriska, from Homestuck. Specifically Vriska. I said no multiple times. She insisted it was meaningful because fandoms are part of our relationship. She wouldn't even hear me out on any other names from Homestuck in that month. Eventually, we had a very heartfelt conversation about it and ended up agreeing that she could choose the name, but from our previously written list, which already contained plenty of subtle references. Early in her 3rd trimester, her mother offered to organize a baby shower. Our daughter will be the first girl of this generation in her family, so she was very excited. Everything was going great until we opened the gifts from her direct family. Her mom gifted her a set of onesies with the name Vriska printed across the front. Her brother gifted a sort of wooden plaque with Vriska burned into it, for the nursery. I was very upset, but I did not say anything. I confronted her once we got home, saying we had agreed not to do this. She immediately exploded. Yelling, tears, accusing me of being ashamed of our hobbies. I ended up having to try to calm her down while still trying to maintain my point. When, after like 20 minutes of this, I firmly said we are not naming our daughter that, she grabbed onto my right arm and dug her nails into it while screaming. It was extremely weird. She's always been a bit impulsive, but she's never done stuff like this. She grabbed the onesies and called her family from the front door patio. She was on the phone the whole time her mom drove her and would scream if I tried to come out. She stayed with her mom and would not pick up my calls, and would not open the door when I visited. She ended up being induced at the hospital at 33 weeks. After the birth, she tried to come back home. I said I could never forgive her for making me miss the birth of my first daughter, that we would need couples and individual therapy, and I asked her if she really did name our baby that. She said yes. I told her to leave. I said all mistakes were reparable, but if she did not agree to change our daughter's name to something we had actually discussed, I would file for divorce and fight her for custody. Her family and most of my family think I'm being unreasonable, and that I can call the baby by her middle name. My sister said I should never put conditions on starting therapy. What do I do? How can I fix this? Am I being unreasonable for expecting my wife not to undermine me in such a dramatic way? Should I agree to let her move in and go to counseling before bringing the name up again?